Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's time, because I am so busy with work. Pretty much the time now is nearly 12 o'clock. And I haven't done any videos because I've been so busy with work. I decided I want to play Kingdom Come, and because a new patch just came out, and one of the things it has done is added this chest here, which gives you a bunch of items that, for quests that may have bugged out. I need to get into this building apparently. Oh, and that woman's watching. And there's a gardener. Can you go away? But yeah, they've done some performance fixes for towns, which was AI guards no longer drop shit. They were dropping things called hellbacks, which I'm not sure what they are, but they were dropping them. The music changed all of a sudden. I guess there's music for when you sneak. I just never realized. Okay. Going this way, right? I should say, I haven't played this game in about 3 weeks. I don't think any of that is really one that useful, but I grabbed it anyway. Another series I want to bring back is Final Fantasy 12, and I even said in Final Fantasy 12, the reason I'm doing a series is because I want to dedicate myself to doing the game and completing the game. And if I record myself playing the game, then I'll definitely complete the game and get it done. I literally just found out that one of my friends is going to Japan. I'm really, really fucking jealous right now. I am super fucking jelly.
Father, Vincent of Merhoyed sent me to you.
What's the matter, my son?
I'm looking for his son, Elijah. They say he's living here in Sasau.
Ah, yes. Elijah. He's holed up here somewhere. Most likely you'll find him in the tavern on the green. He spends his days sitting there.
Thanks for the advice. I'm looking for an odd jobber here. Elijah's his name.
From Merhoyed? Yes, I know. He's sitting outside at the farthest bench.
Thanks. Are you Elijah?
That's me. Why?
I have your father's last will and testament on me.
So my old man's kicked the bucket, has he?
Not yet, but he's at death's door.
That is certainly interesting to hear. But let me ask you this. Who the hell are you, and how come you turn up here with father's will? Anyway, the old miser won't leave me even a piss pot.
He's disinherited you. But if you return home, he might change his mind.
Go back home? Not a chance. Let him choke on his bloody money.
People come to see things differently on their deathbed. You might regret that one day.
By Christ, who are you anyway? You sound like a preacher.
You don't have to go back for good, but you ought to say farewell to your father.
To hell with him. But I suppose you're right. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Take care now.
Well, it made a little bit of a difference, I guess. So we'll hand that in later. We'll leave it a little bit. What's happening here?
What are you doing? Call him up!
Well, that's the end of you. I never.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Is
that all you've got?
Stop. What's the matter? Come on! God. So, is everyone fighting me? Did I just, like, join a fight of bandits versus kids?
shit!
Because everyone is attacking me. Oh my god, this is...
John,
why would you all just turn to me? Why? No! Don't do that! Oh shit, oh that's bad. I want to see what the best I can do is, and you better pull up your fighting game. Just me and you, pal. Well, that was anticlimactic. I'd say I won that fight.
Good God, what a bloody mess.
Oh my god, he's sucking his own dick.
This is valuable. They must have been in a hurry or they'd never have left it behind. Charcoal burners. Someone must have seen or heard something. Listen, there's corpses lying on the road out there, a ransacked wagon, and a trail that leads right here. Now, you seem to be honest and friendly folk, not marauding cutthroats. So I prefer to believe you don't have anything to do with it. But if you don't start helping me, I might change my mind.
I don't know nothing, and I haven't seen nothing. If you want to know something about it, just ask Boyar. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Who is this Boyar?
Boyar cracks the whip around here. You'll recognise him by his red cap.
Thank you. What do you know about the wagon that's been ambushed at the crossroads?
I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
Really?
Yes. Is that a problem?
Do you have any idea whose wagon it was?
I don't know. And I don't care.
Well, I'll tell you. I'm sure you've heard of the gang that burned down Neuhof.
Possibly.
And poisoned the well in Merchoyed. They're the kind of men you don't want to get on the wrong side of.
I didn't get on the wrong side of them, though. Did I? The opposite. Actually, we helped them out. And I didn't even know who they were.
What happened?
Let's just get this straight. We didn't ambush anyone.
And what were you doing at the crossroads then?
We were just passing, and we saw the wagon. So we took the sacks.
Just the sacks? What about the trail of bloodstains leading to the camp?
I was just getting to that. We also found one wounded man. What am I saying, wounded? The fellow was hacked like a martyr in some holy picture. He begged us to hide him away.
So you have him here somewhere? Is he still alive?
The fellow has quite a will to live. I'll give him that.
Where is he?
We've locked him away in the shed. There.
I want to talk to him.
I don't know. He paid us. We're not to let anyone near him.
I don't mean to hurt him.
So be it. Here. Take the key.
Thanks.
Who are you?
Never mind that. I've come to help you.
Oh, thank God. I thought I'd breathe my last here. Lucky for me, my guardian angel comes bursting through the door.
I'm no angel, so you'll have to answer a few questions before you get my help.
Oh, well. I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
Who is it you work for? Who did the wagon belong to?
To Menhart. He's some kind of merchant who hired me for protection. But that's all I know.
And where's this Menhart disappeared off to?
No idea. I blacked out after the attack. Only came to my senses once I got here. I don't even know where here is.
Who ambushed that wagon?
A knight. He's been following us for a while.
And where did he go?
I don't know. I got a beating, and then I passed out.
Do you know what you were carrying in that wagon?
I never asked Menhart that.
Can I see your wound?
Are you a quack?
Sort of. That's a deep wound to the flank and you're still losing blood. You need to staunch it.
Will you help me?
I can try. Tell me more about the knight.
Where's the coin?
What? What coin?
I will not repeat the question.
I don't know about any coin. I swear.
Ah! Where are those sacks you took from the wagon?
Sacks! They're behind the shed.
That's him! That's got to be that knight!
Is that all? Did you take anything else?
Fuck! Stop! Stop right there!
Scheiß drauf. Had enough, boy? You're done for. Verdammt nochmal.
Well,
Who is that driver? It seems I have finally met my match.
I want to know everything. Who you are, why you're here, and what you know about the ambushed wagon.
You may call me Ulrich. I will tell you nothing more until you give me some assurances.
Assurances? How about this? If you talk, I'll spare you.
Do you expect me to believe that? I know full well how these stories end. I have been at the other end of the sword more times than you can count.
I give you my word.
The word of a thief? Jesus. It is true what the preachers say. This world has gone quite mad. You had better kill me. I'm finished. Anyway. Just as you are.
Why do you think I'm finished?
He who lives by the sword dies by the sword. Once you take a weapon in your hand, your days are numbered. It is the same for every one of us.
Not everyone.
Every last one. Knight, mercenary, or footpad. There are men who die peacefully in bed, their wives and children at their sides. But not you, or I. You will end your life in a ditch, with your belly ripped.
Unlike you, I'm not a criminal.
You believe that the forging of money is an honest trade?
I've got nothing to do with that. I'm not a forger, I'm the one investigating them.
What? What are you saying?
I'm in the service of Sir Radzig Kobyla, Governor of Skalitz and Royal Hetman.
Then we have something in common. I also am here under orders from above.
From who?
Perhaps you might sheath that weapon, so that we may talk eye to eye. If we do indeed have a common cause.
Stand up.
It is true our meeting has not begun well. But if it is the truth that you are sent by Kobyla, then we can assist each other.
What do you mean?
I found out many things, but there are still questions I cannot answer. And the last man who knew anything is now dead.
What man was that?
Meinhard, the merchant from Passau. Listen, I will explain everything to you, but first, I need you to do something for me.
Oh, really?
You will introduce me to a certain person, and I will tell you everything I've learned.
Who do you mean?
Master Tobias Pfeiffer. If you truly serve Sir Radzig, then you must know him.
I think I know who you mean. What do you want him for?
I have here a written confession which tells how those forgeries are made, but I do not understand such technical matters. Master Pfeiffer, however...
We'll definitely be able to make sense of it. And you'll give it to me, just like that?
It seems I have little choice. This is the last lead I have. In the meantime, I will return to Sassau and see what I might learn there.
What's your name, anyway?
I told you. I am Ulrich.
Just Ulrich?
It is enough.
Because you look like a knight. They seldom have just one name.
It is true. I have a horse, armor, a sword, and a shield. But there are many ways to acquire such things these days. As I am sure you know.
So you're not a knight?
I am a trustworthy soldier in the service of a nobleman. That is all you need to know.
I'd like to know more, but I have a feeling you won't tell me.
Your feeling is correct.
Shouldn't you go with me to see Pfeiffer?
No. I must remain in Sasau. I have some loose ends that must be tied.
Who are you working for?
I understand why you wish to know, but this does not mean I am at liberty to tell you.
Very well. I shan't beat it out of you. Tell me what you know about the false coins.
Do you know Passau?
It's a German city, right?
Correct. A city of great wealth, where there are many merchants. Passau is a city of trade. All the currencies in Christendom change hands there.
I see. And that would include Prague groschen?
Some months ago, counterfeit groschen were discovered to be circulating there. They are made from copper plated with silver. The Passau alderman began to investigate and learned that a family of money changers was involved. They were bringing the forged coins in from Bohemia and sending back real ones. My liege lord is allied to the Passau alderman, so they requested that he deal with the matter.
And so he sent you?
Yes. He needed a man that he could trust absolutely.
And what about that wagon? What happened there exactly?
I followed Menhard from Passau. I had reason to suspect a connection with Sasau.
So they were transporting false groschen on that wagon?
Yes. On their way here, they brought real coin. Groschen, forints, francs and the like. But now, the sacks were full of counterfeits.
What do you mean about the connection with Sasau?
The matter was investigated in Passau, and the executioner extracted information from those who were arrested. They told him that the coins were made in a monastery.
What, in the monastery itself?
I cannot say. I know only what the Passau scribe wrote down in his reports of the interrogations.
Why did you let them get here before attacking?
I wanted to discover where they hand over their coins, which I failed to do. Besides, Maynard had an armed escort, and they kept two busy roads and lodged at inns throughout their journey, until he came to this god-forsaken trek. I cannot guess why he came here, but it was the perfect opportunity to strike.
What happened on that track?
I ambushed them. I took down two, but that bastard man had cut the horses loose and rode away.
What next?
While I was chasing Manhard, those charcoal burners came and stole what they could. Before I could catch him, his horse threw him and he broke his neck.
So we won't get anything out of him?
Unfortunately not.
What happened to Menhart?
He is dead, of course.
I know, but what did you do with his body?
I buried it. He was a bastard. But I am not one to leave Christian remains rotting in the woods.
I see. And where's his grave?
He ran from the wagon uphill along the path to the north. Along the way there is an old ruined cabin. I buried him behind it. And don't think I don't know why you ask. Robbing graves is shameful.
I'd say that's the pot calling the kettle black.
You're mistaken. I have many deaths on my conscience. But robbing the dead, that's something I have no stomach for.
Very well. I'll go and see Master Fayfar.
Godspeed. I will wait in Sasau at the Wagoner's Inn.
Master Fayfar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovna, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn and blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. Turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his master's colours.
Ulrich, you say? Could be anyone. Can you describe him?
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of. But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his real name.
I asked him who his liege was, but he refused to tell me.
We live in such strange times. In days past, knights would vie with each other to see who could extol their liege's name the loudest. And today, they take assumed names, hide their emblems, and sneak around the land like thieves.
I got the impression he was hiding his identity because his master's at odds with Sir Radzig.
That may well be. As a staunch supporter of the king, Sir Radzig has many enemies.
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange for gold coins. Then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian lands.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master is allied with the Passau alderman, and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau, interrogation held this day, put to pen by the questor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sasso. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. Ah, but this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Kaplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzik and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square.
And so we will get to all of that in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I need to go to bed because I have work in the morning. So, it'll probably be after work when I edit this and render and stuff like that. So, yeah, today's Tuesday. Whenever this comes out, yeah. See you next time. See you next time.
I have for you a message given to me by our Holy Father. It is that you should subscribe to the Pleb. Also, follow his friends on Twitch, Demo556 and Pinkman_ZFT. They are holier and all around better people than him. Thank you, and Jesus out.